Hello, everyone. This is Jenny Fern, and today I'd like to share with y'all a slightly different video. It is about doing some product photography for these handmade bags. I've recently been on a real strong kick of making these combination knit and crochet bags. Those are, I think so far, those are the only techniques I'm really using. But yeah, one of my hobbies, since I was very young, has been knitting. And then I also learned how to crochet when I was a kid. But for a long time, knitting was like my main thing. And so I picked up some yarn, a big box of yarn from my parents' house. That also had some projects that I had worked on when I was in high school. And I was actually like wanting to be a knitting designer who makes like patterns for magazines and stuff like that. So I had a project where I had inspirations and I had my patterns written down. And anyway, I kind of re-inspired myself. And so I wanted to use the yarn that I had and just kind of go with it by making some bags. And the idea behind it is to have harvest bags that you'll be able to harvest your food in and then also somewhat be able to display the food in. This bag is more of a full-blown harvest bag because it doesn't really stand up on its own. But then the other two that I have in this video do stand up on their own, and you could put like maybe fruit in it or something like that, like a fruit basket. So anyway, I'm making these, one, just to make them, and two, I'm gonna have a lot by the time I'm sated with this project. And so I think it would make sense for me to try to sell them or whatever, get them to people, hopefully with money involved because, well, or trade. I don't really care. Anyway, I'm taking some photos, some product photos. I've been working on a website. I thought it would be fun to throw up some of these product photos for the website about this bag project that I've been working on. And then eventually I might be able to sell them from the website. I don't know. So it's kind of like a hobby / fake business at this point. So here you'll see I have some of my photos popping up on the screen. This one is called the Zucca bag. It's for squash in Italian because I really like kind of the orangey and red tones in this bag that do just remind me of squash. And so I have my pumpkins. These are some of my remaining pumpkins from my fall harvest. So I'm still eating them. I actually had my very last buttercup squash yesterday for dinner. That was delightful. And then I have the calendula flower and some mint. So filling out the bag with some mint. I also just ended up drying that for tea because I picked it. Basically weeding my garden. And then I'm rearranging all these squashes. So, yeah, I thought it might be fun to share this aspect, this hobby of mine with y'all. Gardening is one of my hobbies and is very important to me recently. And I think it is now kind of a defining aspect of my life, which I didn't set out for that to happen. I can go into another video into detail about what changed within me to cause basically this whole gardening transformation in my life. But making things has always been very important to me, especially needlecraft stuff. So I call this the Crusher bag for Dr. Beverly Crusher from Star Trek TNG because it's reminiscent of the colors that she wears. She wears that really deep teal color, and this just reminded me of her. So I have a little handle that can button in, and then other than that, it's a single crochet bag, so it's very structured and stands up on its own, so that you could put like oranges or something like that. If I actually had citrus trees that were producing, then I would, stage it with a bunch of oranges. This bag I call the Gualala bag because this is a town. When I went on a vacation somewhat recently, we stayed near this town, and I think it means water running over rocks or something like that in Pomo. So that's behind the name on that bag. I was making the bag when I was on the trip. And it's also just a very beachy kind of bag, and that's the vibe of the place. So anyway, it has, again, similar button handle design, and then it also has built-in handles. Actually, really am happy with the design of this bag. I think I might try to duplicate it again because I quite like it. And you would, again, be able to display like your harvest in here. So, and then this is a picture from when I was on that trip and I had just finished this bag. So you can see the ocean behind it. It's very relaxing. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this kind of different than usual video. And if you have any questions about this, please let me know. If you would like to see more, or if you would like to purchase a bag, let me know. And as always, thanks for watching.